What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the VIP section. It's your girl Asia Leah here for another video. Now, if you see my page, you see this is the first video, but it's actually not. I've been trying to get this YouTube thing off the ground for like years on end, and it's come to a point now where we're in quarantine. There was even a point where I didn't even know if I want to do it anymore, but I realized I never really gave myself a full-on chance. So this is me like finally putting my foot down and getting down to business. I think I'm just gonna do a simple get ready with me. I really didn't know how to come back onto YouTube because of everything that's been going on, but I thought I'd just use my platform to bring light to that and just talk about things that everybody may be feeling or maybe even relate to. So before I get to the makeup and everything, I do want to pay respects to everything that's been going on. The Black Lives Matter movement is still something that's going on, still something that's impacting the community, not just my community, but communities worldwide. I know everybody's aware of the protests, you know, in lieu of the situation that happened with Mr. George Floyd and the cop that brutally put his knee on his neck until he couldn't breathe anymore. People are just mad, and that's just because it has to stop. Like, this is where it has to end. It's been years and years that black people have been treated unfairly and discriminated against, even when it comes down to police brutality for the reason of all the protests that's been happening worldwide. Rest in peace to George Floyd and all of the other fallen brothers and sisters that, you know, lost their lives to police brutality. It just has to be stopped. People are tired, and that's what you see. That's what you see right now, people reacting after a long time of just putting up with it and being told to turn the other cheek. Of course, I'm not for any of the violence, looting, rioting, or craziness, but at the same time, can you blame people for being upset? So I just want to shed a little light there before I go into this makeup. Right now what we're going to do is just talk. Get ready with me. I'm going to put on a little makeup, walk you through some of the products that I like to use when I do get ready. I know we've been in quarantine, and I'm going to just be honest, I haven't really been feeling like myself, but we'll get into that after the intro. See you soon. Alright, so you see I have my AirPod in because it's about to get, you know, when your film gets a little boring, like you need something to vibe out to while I sit here and talk to y'all. But yeah, let's get started. So I'm taking my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is like the equivalent or the dupe to that Tatcha Poreless Primer stuff. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. The more expensive version. This is very affordable and it works just as good. If you haven't tried it already, you need to just give it a try. I can't remember how much it costs. It cannot be more than $6 though. But like when you rub it in, I don't know if you guys can tell in the camera, but it really makes all your pores go away. And it is this like whitish color, right? So I was scared that it was gonna like leave a kind of white cast on me, but it's good. It's real good. I also use the Milk Makeup Hydro whatever primer. I don't know like the politically correct name for it, but you guys know what I mean. It also works really well. I normally layer the two, but today we're just gonna use this one. I'm really paying extra attention to my eyebrow area, the T-zone, because I used to call myself an oily girl, but now I'm kind of like a combo girl. I get oily in this area, but like from here on to be super dry. So that's why I normally pair the two primers. As I was saying earlier in the intro, I wasn't feeling like myself. Like I'm 27, about to be 28 here pretty soon, but it's just like I know my 20-somethings feel me when I say every once in a while we're just kind of like, damn, we are not where we should be in life, or where we thought we would be rather. Like we always want everything to happen right now, like, but the truth of the matter is it takes time. It takes time, effort, and work, and we are all right where we're supposed to be at this point in time. So I just try to keep that in my mind. I'm only human though, so it does kind of shake me from time to time, but yeah, anyways, I went and got my nails done, my toes done, my eyebrows done. Girl, boy, who's ever watching, quarantine has been killing me. Like my eyebrows look like little worms. I have little boy hands, and I surprisingly kind of learned how to do my toes in this time. Like, they weren't that bad, but now everything is everything, and I just feel a lot better about it. So on to the next thing. Foundation. My girl Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, of course. So I also have the Hydro one. So what I've been doing lately, because I'm liking like a more of like a skin compared to like matte look for my makeup, so I've been pairing the two. In the hydrating the highlighting longwear foundation, I have 360 here, and then in the soft matte longwear I am 370. Right? Yeah, 370. I like to pair the two because this is a little bit lighter, and this kind of looks orange after it oxidates a little bit, but it is more true to my skin tone. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to be taking my Juno sponge here. It's like a normal beauty blender, but it's got some fuzzy velour stuff on the outside, really for like a flawless type of look. I'm just taking 1 pump of the matte longwear and 1 pump of the hydrating formula, and I'm gonna mix that together on my hand real quick. If y'all see me like looking away, it's because I'm looking in my mirror. Haven't quite mastered the beauty guru angles and everything, but we're gonna figure it out. Alright, gonna put some dots all on our face, make sure we got some full coverage going. Y'all, who else is excited for outside to open? It's not that I love the streets, I just like appreciate living life for what it's worth. And so like, okay, I just said I'm 27, we're young, like people within my age bracket, we're in our 20s. You don't want to like look back and say all I did was work, or all I did was like not have fun. You have to find that delicate balance. Lord knows that's what I've been trying to do, like with the quarantine and everything. I really probably should have managed the time that I had, because we had a little bit more free time than I was used to anyway. Like working from home is a lot different from working in the office. It's hard to like feel productive all the time. I know that's how it was for me anyway. I know this looks crazy right now, but when I blend it out it'll be a little better. I can't lie, just like being outside a little bit over the past couple of weeks when I could get out, I think I got a little bit of a tan, which I don't have a summer color in Fenty, but I have some other drugstore foundation that I can mix with it, try to get it to my exact shade. But as you can see, it's blending out all right. It don't look too crazy, right? I hope not. We don't want like a James Charles moment. Y'all like James Charles? That's my little homeboy. Like, despite the little scandals that he be involved in, he has like a really creative mind, and I just like appreciate that. He's funny as hell too. So yep, let's see here. Always blend down your neck, ladies. Always blend down your neck. You don't want to be like looking like 2 different tones. Funny though, because I am actually mini tones. Like my arms are definitely a different color than my torso, and then my face is like the lightest part on my body. Be trying to tell people be trying to call me light skin. I'm not really light skin, like I'm more brown. I feel like I'm gonna hear it for this, but you know, my opinion, so what. Okay, now that we're blended for the gods with foundation, I'm gonna take my concealer. My concealer is in 350 because I do like a little bit of a lighter, vibrant highlight when it comes to highlighting my base here. So I'm gonna take that and apply it right under your eyes in like a triangle shape. By the way, I am not no professional makeup artist. Let's just get that out of the way now. I just like really enjoy makeup and everything it has to offer. Just a lot of fun. My little escape from time to time. On the cupid's bow, and then on your chin. Hit the forehead. I know what you're thinking. She got a big forehead. I don't know why she highlighting it. It'll come together when I add the contour. So just chill, sit back, relax, you know. And we'll figure it out together. Okay. I'm gonna contour with this very cheap Wet n Wild makeup stick in the shade 806 Where's Walnut. all the normal places. I was gonna do the Kim Kardashian. If you know anything about her makeup routine, she draws a 3 on the side of her face, on each side. And I essentially do the same thing for real, but it's not like all in one motion for me. Like I just come back and touch it up, then hit the nose a little bit. Y'all, I really suck at nose contouring. I just want everybody to know. Like I can never do it good enough. For a long time I was just doing powder on my nose, but I don't know. I feel like when you do a cream, it's a little bit more intense, but in a good way. Like powder like comes off kind of easily. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see. It'll all make sense shortly. And other news, has anybody else been trying to get snatched for the summer? I have, but I'm like not consistent with it. Like I have a trip planned to Puerto Rico for my birthday at the end of July, so I'm trying to look real, you know, put together and snatched. But my mom just called me talking about she can't find the corn because the asparagus went bad, and it's kind of like, dang, I really want an asparagus, but my face is half beat, so guess who's not going to the grocery store? Pulling this out and then I'll go help that lady. Yo, my worst fear is like blending, right? But it looks good in my mirror, but like the camera's mad HD and it's gonna pick up everything. What if it's not blended enough in the camera? And I'm looking at the monitor down here. That's why if you see me looking down to the side is my mirror, down is the monitor to make sure I'm in focus and everything. But it's like, child, like I said, I'm no professional. Yeah, so about this birthday trip, I booked an Airbnb in Puerto Rico. I'm super excited. It's gonna be me and one of my sorority sisters, maybe a friend, but yeah, it should be a good time. The description was saying how it was really close to everything. Like it had a really nice pool and it's on the beach. Let me tell y'all something about me. I love the beach. The beach is like my favorite place. It don't matter where I'm at, for real. I mean, I prefer, you know, like clear blue ocean, like, and white sand. But if I can't get white sand, I am not ashamed to go to, you know, Myrtle, maybe Jones Beach in New York. Prefer the ocean, but here where I'm at, I live on a lake, so there's a kind of a beach there. But yeah. Alright, I'm back from the wild goose chase of looking for vegetables for dinner tonight, but we back. Okay, I use normally for my brows a ColourPop pencil, but I don't know where it went. Like it went poof. I just saw it what was that, last week, Saturday, when I put on my face. So I have this e.l.f. pencil in the color neutral brown. It's a little darker than I would like, but now that my brows are finally done, we're gonna finesse this, make it work. Okay. Does anybody else have to be like super quiet when they do their brows? I feel like I do. See, this is why everybody does their brows off of camera. Like for real. Everybody does their brows off of camera because they have to look all stupid and down like this. Mind you, I don't have the super setup either. So it's like, we gonna work with what we got. And sorry, y'all, excuse my hair. I promise you, I don't always look this raggedy. Like, most of the time my hair is done. I'm just trying to lay off the heat for a little while. Plus it's hot as crap outside, so it's like, girl, just go ahead and do a little pony. Especially too, like I was trying to tell y'all, trying to get right for the summer. There's really no point in straightening your hair, especially my hair. If you have hair like mine, I'm not no hair guru either, so I can't even tell you like my hair type or texture, but it's gonna go poof. Like, it's gonna go poof. See, I'm talking too much. Alright, I messed up. Like, I know some of y'all are cringing right now because I put on my base before I do my brows, but I like that. Like, when you don't do your breaks before your brows and you have to clean up with concealer and do that extra stuff, then you're like taking your beauty blender or your brushes to do your makeup around. I don't like doing that. I like mess up every time. Like, so this is a safer option right here for me. So the base is down, I ain't gotta worry about it. And I'm not really the type to clean up under my brows, especially if my brows are freshly waxed. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to, but it's like, girl, it's not something that I always typically do. Not like when your brows need like a good wax and they're not that clean under, then that's the best time to really get in there with some concealer and do your business. Like, okay, if you're a pencil brow girl, you know that this right here is your best friend. This spoolie, like, who, or even if you like powder or a pomade, you know you can't do your brow without the spoolie. Like, a spoolie really makes all of the difference. I swear it does. Are we even? I don't really be tripping if I'm not that even on my brows, because they're supposed to be related, not twins. What's the phrase? Sisters, not twins, I think it is. Whatever. Make sure they look decent, you know. Another thing I like about this Fenty concealer is the applicator. It's not gonna focus. I don't have a fancy schmancy lens, and my camera is on autofocus, but it's not working. The applicator, it's a doe foot, but it's like skinnier. So helpful, so useful. You can just like get right up in there, you know what I mean? Okay. Y'all, I swear this ring light was the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, you know, like, I haven't been doing YouTube videos, but I've been filming other things and helping with interviews and stuff. So it comes in handy there, but also for taking pictures. Like, if you're a girl that likes to take pictures, you need a ring light in your life. It don't even have to, mine is massive. Like, it does not have to be this big. Like, you can get one of the smaller, cheaper ones off Amazon and live your life. Like, really get your life. Taking this little Real Techniques definer brush here to get the excess concealer blended in. Blend for your life. And I don't even know why I play myself talking about using this brush, because I'm just gonna end up using my finger. Like, honestly, it's just gonna be a finger to blend in. I'm gonna hit it with the beauty blender or Juno beauty sponge afterwards and do my thing there. What else is going on in the world? I know y'all saw all of the craziness over B. Simone's comments when she was getting interviewed by Nick Cannon for his podcast or whatever that is. Don't quote me. She was talking about how she doesn't want a man that has a normal 9-to-5. She would rather an entrepreneur, because nobody else is going to understand why she's up at 3 a.m. or whatever doing the duty she needs to run her business. And those comments, y'all know what I'm talking about. Go look at the comments on that post. The post is everywhere. It's probably on the shade room. I don't really know where I saw it, but go look on there. They was getting at her in the comments like, good luck with her finding a boyfriend, because although I'm not mad at her because that's her preference, do I agree with it? Absolutely not. Like, the job of your significant other really shouldn't matter that much, maybe unless it's something illegal, but even then it's like, again, a preference. Like, if you're okay with that and he's okay with that and he's bringing home the bacon, I don't see an issue. So maybe he won't be an entrepreneur, but he could still provide, and he still is great with everything else. Like, a lot of people gotta like be realistic. Perfection doesn't always exist. I do believe that there's somebody out there for everybody, But 9 times out of 10, he or she is going to be perfect in one way, and then he or she might have some things that they need to work out, or not even that they need to work out, just things that you don't necessarily agree with. But are you really going to give up on somebody if they're like 99 or 95% what you were always looking for? I don't think I would. So I feel her, but I don't know. A lot of celebrities been catching it a lot. Speaking of like cancel culture, Doja Cat definitely just started playing in my ear. I was just so taken aback by that whole thing. Like, just so taken aback because we were rooting for her. We were all rooting for her. Like,
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
And I get it. Like, she's a troll. The girl is hilarious. I mean, she cracks me up all the time. But like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. I hate to take it there, but y'all think it's some type of deep self-hate for herself? Like, because no matter how you spin it, she is a part of the black community. She's half black. So it's like, girl, what are you doing? Like, it was kind of like they were making a joke of her. I don't know. And I know that she didn't take it that way. And I know y'all seeing that apology, like, it was kind of half-baked. But yeah, just like, it seems like everybody's getting canceled lately. We hate to see it, but people just need to stop saying stupid things. Like, what's going on? What is really going on? Okay, I'm a Fenty girl, if you can't tell already. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little baking with the Fenty Beauty setting powder. Excuse me, Pro Filter setting powder. Excuse me, Pro Filter Instant Retouch setting powder. We're gonna get it all in there because it's that good in the color Honey. Sometimes I wish I copped Banana. I think that's what it's called, the real yellow one. But this one is like really good. Like, it not only does it set your makeup in place, it has that tint, but it is translucent at the same time. It's really a winner. I'm telling y'all, it's really a winner. Right? And it still has like a pretty yellowish undertone to it, so it still kind of gives me the effect I was hoping for with the Banana. We're just gonna go in a little bit with this. You talking about makeup lasted all day? This is the reason.
What was the reason?
This is the reason. Like, it is like really some heavy duty, down to ride setting powder. Like, if you don't believe me, try it for yourself. You will not be disappointed. I swear you won't. Take out my AirPod for a second. Okay, we'll let that sit there for a while, and then while that is sitting there, I look so crazy. Look at myself in the viewfinder, the monitor, like, whoa, girl. I get it, but it won't look crazy for long. Bear with me, y'all. Moving on to bronzer. You can't see that because my light is so bright. It's the Fenty Beauty bronzer, right, in Caramel Cutie. Love this little well, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 octagon. Love this little octagon shape she has for all of her products. Yeah, you know, Rihanna kills the game, whatever she does. It could literally be anything. Even if it wasn't a makeup line, she could have put out anything and we would have been on it, like Wino Rice. She just has that effect over people. I stan. Everybody knows that. I stan. And like everybody and every fan, I'm waiting on some music. She's probably deaded us. Like, she said it was gonna be what, 2019 before the year ended. Child, it is June of 2020. Still no music, and I really don't see her putting out any music no time soon, which is fine. Like, I get it. Like, the girl has been in the game for a long time, y'all. Like, cut her some slack. Like, if she doesn't want to do music for a while, then allow her not to do music. Her catalog is crazy. Like, her catalog is nuts. Like, we have plenty of content to hold us over until she does decide to bless us. So, and I think everybody has realized that at this point. I'm just dusting off the excess powder with my I think this is e.l.f. Yeah, this is from the Nadula Noor, I know I'm pronouncing her name wrong, I'm so sorry, collection. It came with a highlighter, a lipstick, these brushes that I love, these cute pink brushes. And yeah, this is the powder face brush that I use to dust off my setting powder. Y'all see like how good it sets your makeup in place. And I'm not too big on like concealer creasing. I don't know if y'all can see it, but like it is creasing a little bit, and I have like a natural, just like everybody in the world, set of creases under my eye. And I don't mind if it gets in there, but you know, it really sets it into place for the most part. Blend it on down my neck. And again, it's just the right tint. Like, I really bang with this powder. Just blend it all over my face after I wipe off the excess. Get my little bronzer brush, hit my jawline. And in my journey of getting snatched, y'all, I promise that I'm gonna get my profile back. Like this, all it is, it's gotta go. Like, yes, you can hide it with makeup and other things, but child, I am not about that double life. Whoa, I'm not about that double chin life. I just can't. I can't do it. So my new thing is running a mile every day, even though it's kind of slow, but you know, you gotta start somewhere and you'll get better with time. This is motivation to all my people out there trying to get their body snatched for the summer. Alright, so base down, what we got so far? We did our foundation, contour, bronzer, setting powder. What else we got going on? For real, I'm just gonna do some highlight. Yeah, we'll do the highlight. And a little something with my eyes. That's another thing I know a lot of people don't like to do, their eyes after they did their whole face because of fallout. I don't care about that. I don't really care about fallout. Like, I'll take a little bit of setting powder on my face brush and just dust it off and hope that it doesn't like make a difference. So we're gonna take the coveted Jackie Aina palette, collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills. Love this palette, it's so pretty. I don't get to use it that often because, well, as of right now, because, you know, the world's kind of been in shambles, and where am I going that requires a super beat face? And you know, sometimes I do it just for fun, to get out of my head, dealing with the struggles that I talked about earlier. But yeah, it is a really pretty palette, perfect for women of color, but also works for a person that's not of color, you know. Pretty universal, very pigmented. I'm dipping into edges, by the way, right now, putting that on the corner, outer corner of the lid into the crease, and just blending it out. This is a BH Cosmetics Pro eye brush. I cannot tell you the actual numbers it's tied down to, but I'll promise to put in the description down below. Just gonna make a nice shape. I really kind of suck at eyeshadow, to be honest with y'all, but you know, again, it's a learning curve. I do like the same kind of look every time. Nothing really changes. It's a dark color in the outer corner of my lid, in the V, and then in the crease, and then like a shimmery lighter color on the lid. That's really all to it. That's really all you gotta do. Like, it's not too much when you're trying to do like a nice, simple, everyday type of look. And about what I was talking about fallout earlier, when it's a good palette, you don't really get a lot of it. And I'm not like digging the brush into it. I'm lightly tapping and then applying it to my eye, because we do want it to look nice and blended anyway. And if sis is pigmented, sis is gonna show up every time, okay? Another Real Techniques brush, a medium shadow brush, the purple one. It's really like fluffy, but also compact at the same time. We're gonna take, what are we gonna take? Zam is calling my name. It's like this really rose goldy color. Just gonna pack that right on the lid, like so. Oh, it's so pretty, so pretty. Love to see it. And see, you know, with the shimmers is when you're gonna get more fallout, because I always do. It's also the type of brush I use, but it just covers so much ground and it picks it up really well, all the glitters. I'm telling y'all, I'm a glitter girl. Like, as you come back and watch me and get to know me a little more, you will see glitter make an appearance in more ways than one. I promise you that. And then we're on with a little glitz and glam, like Zam. I'm so corny. Gotta be stopped. It's fine though. Life is not exciting without a little bit of corniness in your life. If you're not corny just a little bit, then I'm sure you're close to someone who is. I'm probably like, what is this girl talking about? But nah, I'm just blending it a little bit more. I like to take it into the crease a little bit, not too much. This probably goes against everything you're used to seeing like actual real beauty gurus do, but I just do what I like, to be honest. And as you can see, we do have a little fallout, so I'm gonna take my brush, dip it in my setting powder, and dust it right off. And guess what? If it doesn't dust off all the way, that's okay, because what's under your eye? Your cheekbone. What goes on your cheekbone, ladies and gents? Highlighter. So I'm not really too upset about it. It's okay. If you really feel that bad about it, go back with your beauty blender, make it work, and again, dust off the excess. I'm back with that other fluffy brush I used with my crease color on it still. I'm just gonna take it along the crease one good sweeping time and blend, 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 blend. I don't know if y'all were coming thinking I was gonna do some type of cut crease. Not today, Satan. Cut creases are not my forte. I mean, I want to get good, and one day I will, but today is not that day. Alright, so then we're gonna take a little bit of Trust Issues, which is this really pretty goldy iridescent. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's pretty and it's bright and it's pow. So we're gonna take that, put that right in our corner, inner corner, for a little high moment. Ooh, girl. Y'all see that? You can never get tired of that. Like, it's beautiful. Straight up. I didn't even wet the brush, y'all. This is like straight up dry shadow. And I'm just using the little brush that came with the palette, by the way. I don't know if y'all could tell my light changed just because it got dark. I hope that's not too annoying, because I know I kind of get annoyed by things like that. Another thing, does anybody else's nose run when they're doing makeup? Like, for real, my nose like really, sorry, the camera is just like, can I get some focus? Are we in focus? Are we? Okay, yeah, but my nose just be going. I don't know. I don't want to say I'm allergic. I don't want to say I'm allergic to makeup, but it's just like every time I do my makeup, my nose gets to running, and it's so annoying. I was gonna do eyeliner, but no, we're gonna go with highlights. The best part. I'm like guilty of owning way too many highlighters. Like, girl, why do you own so many and gold ones at that? Like, gold highlighters, they gotta be my weakness. Like, I have just so many. It's like so ridiculous how many I have. It's almost scary, like, at this point. So I always use this as my base. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in That Glow. This is like a cult classic. I know you guys have heard of this before. Everybody I know pretty much has this. We're gonna take my big old fan brush here that I got from Sephora many moons ago. We're dipping into dripping in gold and golden bronze back and forth a few times, and we're putting it right on our cheekbones. I always say do it until it shows up, and then do it again. Same thing on the other side. And go up into our brow bone. Child, you can never ever ever have enough highlight. Like I told you guys, my favorite part. Like, okay, chin, Cupid's bow, tip of my nose, use my finger to do the bridge. So sorry if y'all can hear those church bells in the background. I live right up the block from a church, and every hour it lets me know what time it is. Not into the night, I don't think. I really haven't noticed it. This is probably the last bell. It's like pushing, it's 9 o'clock right now. So I know for a fact I can probably hear my loud behind dog barking outside, but that's okay. We're gonna ignore it. Okay. Now that we're highlighted, we're gonna highlight again with my girl Fenty Beauty. This is the Fenty Fairy Bomb, y'all. This is not for the weak-hearted. This is not to be used with a heavy hand either. A little bit goes a long way. You hear me? A long way. Like if I could bathe in this stuff, I would. Like I have the body lava as well. If it's Trophy Wife, I have it. And this is what this is. This is the Fairy Bomb and Trophy Wife. And I have the pressed Trophy Wife too, but this seems a little deeper and kind of a little bit more tolerable for real. Like, because that Trophy Wife for some reason comes off a little greenish glowish, which is equally beautiful. Like, I'm not complaining about it. And this also has a really nice smell. It smells like vanilla and some more stuff. Like, so I just dip my other little brush here, put a little bit into the cap, swirl and tap a few times, because like I said, there's nothing to be played with. I just kind of like press it onto my cheek, because if you do a swipe, it get a little crazy. So I just press it onto my cheek with that side of the brush, flip it around, and blend it out with the other. Put it on the brow bone. Cupid's bow again, chin, nose. I know a lot of people just do that button on their nose, but I like to do the actual whole bottom of my nose. Again, if I can bathe in highlighter, I would. You should see my desk right now. It's filthy with glitter and things of that nature. Because this Fairy Bomb, y'all, I'm telling you, that loose pigment plays no games, okay? Almost out of this too. I need to go re-up. Another thing that requires me to be quiet is eyeliner. I feel like as I've gotten older, my wing has gotten weaker. Like, I swear I used to be better at this. But I know what it is for real. I don't really be that pressed because I'm gonna put on a lash, and the lash is gonna cover any mistake for real that I may have gotten wrong with the liner. So that's where we're at with it at this point. So I had to do that off camera because lashes, I love them, but they really give me the blues. Like, first of all, these are some butterflies. Like, this is drama for your mama. This is not your typical everyday lash. Like, you gotta step out in these, like, and be confident, because baby, and don't try to wear no sunglasses either. So just be out here. They're really pretty though. Really pretty, really big, really glamorous. This is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Hot Chocolate. Love it so much. Like, this is my everyday gloss. Like, every day this is what I'm wearing. It is good on all skin tones too. I really like how it looks up against my lips. I have bought the other one, I think it's called Diamond Milk. Yeah, I have that one too, and it's also really pretty, but this is more suitable for me, I feel like. So this is the final look. I like it. I'm not going nowhere, but I like it. What are we thinking? How do we feel? I like it. It's cute for going downstairs to the living room or whatever. Alright, so I guess we're calling it now. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button right now. If you really bang with me, hit the notifications bell so you never miss an upload. And leave a comment if you care. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Until next time.